Hi everyone, so this is going to be a quick tutorial on how to sign up for the Forest Will Deck Building Challenge Tournament Series, and it'll be pretty generic for every tournament we have. So the first thing is you want to know is just finding what the rules are going to be for any particular iteration, and also just like scheduling for when the first round is going to be. So you're going to go to facebook.com, you're going to go to Force of Will Deck Building Challenges, and you look for that group, and if you click in the link in the description, you'll be able to join this group pretty easily. What you're going to do is there's going to be an announcement that's going to be stickied to the top of the page. It's going to just have whatever the current challenge is, and it's going to have all the rules for that. If you have any questions, just feel free to comment like right on that post, and I'll try to answer them as quickly as possible. And it'll just have all the rules. So the current one is just a Wanderer format tournament with the Wanderer ban list, and it's got a link to the Wanderer ban list here. In addition, Vlad is banned. It's going to be single elimination, and then this just says that the current rules, right? So this first one is every card in your deck must have 2 will symbol skills in their casting cost. And as we do more of these tournaments, that'll change every single time we do this. Sometimes they might be Wanderer format, sometimes it'll be New Frontiers, Cluster. So make sure you really read through this and understand what the rules are. And if you have any questions at all, make sure to leave a comment. So once you know what the deck list rules, you want to actually build your deck. So you're going to go on Gachalog. Gachalog.com is the website. You're going to scroll down to Force the Will in the bottom right here, and you're going to go to create a new deck. If you've never used Gachalog before, it's fairly straightforward. You're going to just kind of look through whatever cards you want. Apparently, sort of the new. Sure, we'll play Rhea. So you just type in like any word, and it'll bring up just like the database words with the name in it. So we'll play Rhea as our ruler, for example. And then we'll play, I don't know, some black cards, right? We're just gonna like add stuff. So you can add them to your 4 zones, your ruler, main, stone, and sideboard. And then you can change the quantity of like how many you add them. So if you want to play like 10 basic fire magic stones, you can just like, okay, we tried. There we go. You can like add 4 at a time, so it's a little bit easier to like actually make it to 10, right? So once you've got your deck figured out with your sideboard as well, you're gonna go to save and share. And this is how you're going to save it and share it with me. So we'll do Ryan's challenge list, for example. Try and make it something that I can figure it out. If you want to put a password on it, that's fine. There is like a feed of Gachalog deck lists. But if you put a password on it, make sure to send me that password so that I can get access to it. Otherwise, I will be a sad panda. So we're going to do no password. No password is preferred, but if you really feel like your deck needs to be secret, feel free to put a password on it. So we click Save and Share here on the Save and Share tab. And that'll save our deck, and then you can share it with other people, and the way that you share that is by copying the URL. So I don't know what just happened. Copy the URL, and then we're going to email it to fowdeckchallenge@gmail.com. So forceofwilldeckchallenge@gmail.com. Compose forceofwilldeckchallenge. Oh look, it's me. And then type in your name and your deck list. If you want a fun name, go ahead and throw it in there as well. So you're going to paste that code at the email. And then in addition, you're going to go to the text list. You're going to click on that. It's going to download a text file. Do not send me the file, please. Just go ahead and open it, and then it'll pop up in Notepad. And then I just want you to copy that and then paste it into the email so that I can very quickly, without clicking on 30 links, just look at what your deck list is and try and notify you as soon as possible if there are any illegal errors. So on top of this, to make it easier to communicate, it would be really cool if you also went to your personal Facebook profile and got the link from that. So you can see I'm on my page and there's a link that's just on facebook.com/Ryan Miles. Then you go here and put that there. That will make it easier for players to contact each other. If you don't want to, no problem. It just means that your email address will be your point of contact for scheduling matches. And then if there's any disputes, like if you're not responding to your emails, which some people don't, then it's a little bit harder. So Gachalog code based on here, and then the text list copied into there, and then if optional is your Facebook URL so that people can message you. And you just click send, cool. So then actually playing the tournament, you're going to be playing on Untap. If you want to use Lackey, if you know what Lackey is, Lackey, you can play on Lackey if you want to, but both players have to agree to it. If either player disagrees, then the default's going to be Untap. So the way that you create a deck on Untap is just this. So you're going to need to sign in and create an account and all that. It's completely free to use. The only thing that you get by paying money is like you can add passwords to your games and make them non-spectatable and stuff like that. But free to use is completely fine. So you go to create deck. Make sure you click on Force of Will if you do play multiple games, and then just type in like Ryan. You can name it anything, it doesn't matter. So you type in create deck, and then the same principle kind of applies. You can just search for anything, and then starts and play. Starts and play is where your ruler is going to go. Make sure to change that 4 down to a 1. And then just for like consistency, we'll do Lapis, Dark, Storm. Yeah, just add that to the deck. So that'll be starts in main deck. Then we've got our stones, right? Stones go to the stone deck. And we can go and crank that up to 10. And then starts in hand would be like where you would put runes. Just nothing else is going to start anywhere else. And then sideboard is where you're going to put your sideboard. So if we want, I don't know, Seal. I love this card. So Seal of Wind and Light. We can go and put that on our sideboard, and then between games, you're able to decide between those. And then you click Save Deck in the top right. Pretty important to click that. And then for starting a game, you go to the Games tab at the top. You go to New Game, and then you can make any game title, any play style. 2 players because you're playing against a friend. You can add a password that you communicate to the person that you were playing against at your scheduled time, and then you click Start Game. Just to like give a quick tutorial, I can do a solo game here and just play against myself. Let's do Lucifer deck, and then boom, it's Bizarro. So I've got like an opponent, but like this is my rune deck. It starts my opening hand. I can like add it to the field by playing it face down. And just like get into a solo game at least once before you try to play against a real person, just to kind of get a feel for it. There's a list of hotkeys in the bottom left corner over here that you can change, and this is going to like help you play a little bit faster, which is something you definitely want to do. The matches for this mode will be untimed, just because it's very difficult to enforce a time limit. Try not to abuse that, or there may be consequences acted against you based on how egregious it is. And again, I do recommend or I guess for the first time, I do recommend recording your games if possible. I use OBS to record stuff. That way, if there's any disputes, you have video evidence of what happened. And again, if you're communicating with your opponent, just type in chat here, and that's how you're going to tell them what's going on. So that's pretty much everything, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video, and yeah, for signing up for this tournament, that's pretty much all there is. Thanks for watching.